During the Cory administration, there was an interest for some Filipinos to meet with US-based Filipinos to find out how they can help the Philippines. I brought with me a proposal about connecting schools via satellite so that we can distribute school materials to all the provinces. That's when I learned that the internet was going to be commercialized soon. So we went there the following day and talked to Mr. Goldstein. He said, we are thinking of commercializing the internet, which means that it will get out of the research and educational institutions who were the ones using it to the commercial sector. When I came home to the Philippines, what I did was to share what I learned with colleagues in various sectors, private as well as government. The group that was overseeing the effort, Dr. Villarica was on top of that effort, Benji Tan, Willigan, and myself. The decision was to allow a commercial entity to connect to that network that we have set up, and that became MOSCOM. By August of 1994, MOSCOM was born, and the founders were Mr. Willigan, Dr. Willigan, and myself. And I think you can say that that started the commercialization of the internet in the Philippines, August 1994. The PHNet was there end of March. 5 months they were there, and we were just making use of PHNet essentially. Our initial customers were dial-up customers. Later, there were entities who would connect this line. No? There was a point in time when we had collected enough customers, so we became sort of national already, and we created what is known as points of presence. We were able to establish 75 points of presence all over the country. We were profitable quite early enough because we didn't have to establish our own infrastructure because we were just connecting to PHNet, no? 25 years later, maybe we should attend to those things that we did not pay attention to. To think of not just networks or systems, but ecosystems. We need to create the ICT ecosystem, which becomes the infrastructure for the other ecosystems that will be put up. So my favorite example of an ecosystem will be an ecosystem for science and technology research. There is research going on in some universities, but what about those guys who are in the provinces, far-flung areas? They cannot afford, or maybe they are not equipped to do research. So the idea is to link them together into an ecosystem so that there can be sharing not only of information but also of action. We're not just talking about bandwidth here, we're also talking about quality, stability, affordability. An ICT ecosystems consists of hardware and software and services, etc., that will support the expanding need of various ecosystems that will be established in the future. Probably why they call me father of the Philippine Internet at that time, but then at some point in time, Dr. Villarica became the father and I became grandfather.